What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. So look, on this channel, I rehash a lot of conversations that I've had previously on live streams and other videos, right? And so one of those conversations, it all started when I talked about Cat Williams. And I spoke about him talking about people who had never wronged him in the Club Shay Shay interview, right? And one of those individuals he talked about who did not wrong him was Martin Lawrence. Now he talked about him really being cool with Martin. Him and Martin have a great relationship, a great respectable friendship or whatever relationship. And so he was like, he told Martin, "Hey, whatever you do, hey, you need me in it. I'm not gonna read the script, nothing. Just holler at me." So he said Martin contacted him to do Big Mama's House 3, and he like, "Yo, I'm not wearing no dress. I ain't doing that. That's fine. Cat don't gotta wear no dress. Cool." But for him to like insinuate in so many words, like why Martin keep putting on this dress? Why he keep doing that? In so many words, he was saying like, yo, he keep on putting these dresses on as if as a way to belittle Martin or make Martin feel as less masculine or less manly. You know what I mean? And if you feel like that, yo, keep like, to say that on a public platform like that, on Club Shay Shay, on a big platform like that, I feel like he was trying to be messy, right? Or trying to be, just take shots unnecessarily. But anyway, now we go into the conversation of men wearing dresses. I myself would never wear a dress. That's not for me. I never would do that, right? But I would be lying to you if I told you I did not laugh when some of my favorite actors or entertainers put on dresses and play certain characters. I would be lying to y'all, okay? Now, what has happened now is that a lot of men, because times are different now, and a lot of men like are trying to stand so firm in masculinity that they won't even admit that they laughed at some of these characters before. They act like they never found it funny and it was never hilarious to them. Now, there are certain people who never found it funny. That is correct. There are. But a lot of y'all that's saying y'all never found it funny, y'all lying y'all ass off, okay? And some of y'all gonna say, well, Mac, you trying to make people say they laughed at it. You trying to make them laugh. I'm not. I just don't like lying ass motherfuckers. Like, don't be lying and saying you didn't laugh at something when I know your ass did. You feel me? And case in point, and like again, you don't have to. As a man, you can say I would never do that. I would never wear a dress, but you can laugh at certain characters you saw on TV. Y'all gonna sit here and tell me with a straight face you never laughed at men on film. Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer on In Living Color. That was hilarious. And that's something I would never do. But it was still funny, right? Y'all gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me y'all didn't laugh at when Larry Johnson from the Charlotte Hornets played Grandmama on Family Matters, right? Family Matters. Y'all gonna sit here with a straight face and say y'all didn't laugh when Eddie Murphy did the Clumps, the Nutty Professor / the Clumps, when he was Mama Clump, when he was Grandma Clump. People was laughing like crazy, hysterically. But now, because I feel like a lot of men feel like if they say they laughed at it, they're going to take away from their masculinity. Dog, you a man, dog. You feel me? You know when you a man and you are at the height of manhood, you want to admit that you laughed at that? Come on. That ain't making you less manly. A lot of y'all, I think, again, we are a lot of rhetoric and a lot of ideology is different now. So a lot of people like, yo, I think when they had them wearing that, it was emasculating them and all of that. All right, cool. But y'all was laughing y'all was laughing y'all ass off at these characters. You're not gonna sit and tell me you wasn't. People be trying to argue me up and down. I never laughed. Man, I bet you we had a hidden camcorder recording your life. You was sitting there busting up when you seen Eddie Murphy do the Clumps. You were. A lot of dudes I know that love Martin. Y'all just wasn't laughing when he played Mama Payne. When he was Mama Payne doing backflips around the house and all that crazy stuff. Y'all wasn't laughing. Y'all wasn't laughing when he was Shanae. Y'all just didn't laugh when Martin was Shanae. Y'all didn't laugh when Big Mama's House came out. Y'all never saw that movie. You didn't see it. Your girl, you watched it with your girl. You didn't laugh. Because let's be for real. If women only laughed at this, dog, if women and gay dudes only laughed at that, you don't think it wouldn't have been as big as it was. It wouldn't have been as big as it was. Men needed to laugh at them shows for it to be big as it was for real too. Let's be for real, man. Martin and them, like Eddie Murphy, them movies and all of that, them movies were humongous. And it wasn't just men and gay guys watching that. I mean, it wasn't just women and gay guys watching that. Heterosexual men was watching that stuff too and thought it was funny. And I think now because climate has changed, people what's the social climate has changed. You got certain people like, I don't think that's funny because they were trying to emasculate dudes or whatever. Even if you feel like that, to act like you didn't laugh is crazy to me. You know what I mean? And I think also, man, a lot of people want to attach themselves to certain things. Like, for example, conspiracy theories. Now, again, do I believe that certain things can be emasculated? Absolutely, 100%, 1,000%, right? But, it's certain, a lot of people love conspiracy theories. So when Kat was up there and insinuating Martin keep wearing them dresses like, oh, y'all bending over for Hollywood and all of that, and a lot of people like to attach themselves to that and say, Kat wanted a stand-up individual. So a lot of people didn't care that he threw shots at Martin and all of that, right? A lot of people like, oh, they didn't care because they're like, oh, well, hey, Martin wore that dress. He is what he is. All that. Like, listen, man. Listen, y'all was busting up laughing at this. So, yeah, like, you can say you never would wear it, but to just, again, act like you wasn't laughing at these characters, to me, that's disingenuous. That's disingenuous. Yeah, not everybody found it funny, but a lot of damn people did. A lot of men who, you know what I mean, in their 40s and 50s who are in their 40s and 50s now, were busting up laughing at it. A lot of men who are in their 60s now was laughing at these characters. You know what I'm saying? So, like, come on, dog. Like, my father is an older gentleman. Grown, real masculine man's man. He was laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? He was laughing at it. So, come on. I think people be trying to act like, oh, too cool for school. I never laughed at it. Man, go tell that shit to somebody else. Go tell it to somebody else, man. Brother, I know people who was laughing when Jamie Foxx was Wanda. Again, when Eddie Murphy was playing all these different characters on the Clumps, and he was playing Mama Clump and Grandma Clump. There were people who thought it was hysterical. When he did that Hercules. How many people was imitating that shit, man? It wasn't just women doing that. It wasn't, man. Come on, man. And to act like it was, like, cut it out. Because if Cat gonna talk about everybody wearing the dresses, he got to talk about Eddie Murphy, who he loves. You got to talk about Eddie Murphy, too. And people are not going to want to do that because some people love Eddie, and some of y'all are going to say, well, they had rumors on Eddie's name too. And yeah, for sure too. But as far as comedy though, as comedy goes, y'all laughed at Eddie. Y'all did. You know what I mean? And for all the people who who will say stuff like, well, Eddie Murphy, well, he had the rumors on his name. So y'all same dudes love Richard Pryor, who was openly talking about escapades with men. You feel me? So, what, bro, funny is funny. You know what I mean? And if you laughed at it, you laughed at it. Now, again, I'm not wearing no dress. I ain't doing that. You feel me? And it's certain, I wouldn't wear no makeup. I ain't doing nothing like that. I ain't wearing no lipstick. I'm not doing that. But I laughed at these characters because these comedians were hilarious in these roles. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that they were funny in these roles that when they were playing these characters. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of y'all want to a lot of guys, a lot of heterosexual men, a lot of straight dudes want to act like, man, I never laughed at it. Bro, it's okay to say you laughed at it, fam. It don't make you less of a man. It don't make you not straight if you say you laughed at these guys when they played these characters. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to say you laughed at Mama Payne. It's okay to say you laughed at Grandma Ma. It's okay to say you laughed at Men on Film. It's okay to say you laughed at, Big Mama's House. It's okay to say you laughed at all these other different, when dudes was doing these, dressing up as different characters. You know what I mean? So, especially when it's super comedic, when it was super funny. Like, you know what I mean? Martin being Mama Payne acting crazy. Eddie Murphy being Grandma Clump. Acting a dang on fool. All of that, man. Y'all know it was funny. And it's okay to acknowledge that. I think, guys, some people get too caught up in oh, if I say I laughed at it, people gonna think my sexuality is something different. No, bro. Your sexuality, if you're a straight man, you're a straight man, dog. You can laugh at this comedian playing this, dressing up as this as their own mother and playing their mama on TV and acting a fool. It's alright, bro. Ain't nobody gonna think you gay if you do that. You feel me? Machiavelli Mills TV.